Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product? When producing our preliminary task, we were very limited to the types of shots we used, as we included shot reverse shot, match on action, and followed the 180-degree rule. As we were just getting into filming and the different types of shots, we didn't want to overcomplicate things for ourselves. In comparison to our final product, we used a variety of shots, such as an establishing shot at the very beginning, where we see an overview of the front of the asylum. We also included point-of-view shots, specifically when Marine reached for the frame. This aided in emphasizing the anxiousness that the character was feeling. Furthermore, we incorporated panning and a gradual zoom. By using all of these shots, we wanted to avoid repetition for the audience, as well as keeping the audience on edge, which I feel we achieved. In terms of the sound that we used in our prelim, it was very basic. All that we did was include dialogue. That wasn't very challenging. But when we produced our final product, we learnt to add non-diegetic sounds by using the features that were available on iMovie. By doing so, we added to the intensity of certain actions, and also the fact that when we produced our production company, we Foleyed sound on top. Our preliminary was very scripted, whereas our final product was more natural and a lot more relaxed. This helped the audience familiarize the characters that we were portraying. Also, the fact that it was filmed in a more comfortable environment was significant in terms of conveying the verisimilitude of the opening, whereas in the prelim, our setting was very ordinary, which affected the realism of the conversation. At the very beginning of the course, we weren't very comfortable with the features on iMovie, and this is evident as it resulted in a standard prelim. However, as time progressed, we practiced different techniques to produce the best possible outcome for our final product. This is clearly evident when we incorporated transitions such as fades at the very beginning when the title track appears and at the very end. We also played around with the filter effects, specifically when the flashbacks occurred, as we enhanced the saturation to give a more dated look to the shots. We did this so that the audience were able to figure out what's a flashback and what's in the present. We also wanted to add a unique aspect to our film opening, therefore added a time-lapse by using the speed-up option. Furthermore, I was also able to confidently apply titles and adapt the iMovie font panel to get a font that matched our aesthetic. We were very particular about the mise-en-scène, therefore the crop features aided in cutting anything that may have spoiled this. Lastly, we trimmed clips and matched clips together to create a more accurate match on action. And when reviewing the prelim, I noticed that the match on action was not cut at the best point. Also, our cuts for the clips were very sharp in places, and in comparison to the final product, they were a lot more noticeable and didn't flow. Yet, in our final product, they look a lot more put together and professional. In summary, there is a clear improvement of techniques between our preliminary and final product.